Hi Scorpio, welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. My name is Erica and this is your Astrology and Tarot forecast for May 2019. I'm going to talk about some of the major things that are going to go on this month, astrologically, pull some cards, and we'll talk about what kind of happens. So on the 4th of the month, we have a new moon at 14 degrees. Already had a card pop. At 14 degrees of Taurus, this is occurring in your 7th house. This will also be influenced by the planet Uranus. So a new moon is when the sun and the moon are in the same spot at the same time in the sky, giving each other a hug, a kiss, whatever. And Uranus, the planet of liberation, revolution, shocks and surprises, amongst other things. Lots of people. Okay, very social. Makes sense. A lot of 7th house energy going on. So this new moon, 14 degrees of Taurus, occurring in your 7th house. And this is your partnerships, your collaborations, your relationships, your frenemies, open enemies. It's also open litigation as well. At this new moon, we have a spotlight on the senses, specifically the intuitive, the vocal, and the throat chakra. We have Venus in Aries squaring Saturn in Capricorn, urging us to be kind. We have Mercury in Aries trining Jupiter retrograde in Sagittarius, asking us to pay attention to the inspired ideas and inspired communication that comes our way. What we can take from this is that now is a good time to find your balance again. Now is a good time to build supportive foundations for your values to flourish. And now is a good time for you to speak your truth, the reality of your truth in grounded and inspired love. So, we have a Sabian symbol at 14 degrees of Taurus from straightwoo.com that reads, "The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow." And what we can take from this is that riches come from linking the celestial and the earthly nature. So, a lot of 7th house energy this month, especially the first half. On the 7th, we have Mercury moving in the same part of the sky. Mercury is the planet of thought, movement, and communication. Moving into that 7th house of your partnerships, collaboration, relationships, frenemies, open litigation. And then on the 16th, we have Venus moving into the 7th house where Taurus is, bringing charm, love, beauty, harmony, money, and resources to that 7th house area of life. On the very same day, on the 16th, we have Mars moving into Cancer. Mars is energy, impulse, and aggression on a sliding scale. And Cancer is the crab. Think of Mars moving into Cancer as like trying to put a crab in crab oil. Doesn't want to do it. Not a big fan. This is occurring in the 9th house. A lot of aggression, energy, impulse in that 9th house of your worldview expanded through study or travel. This is your long-distance trips, your adventures in questing, higher education, university, college, higher-minded ideals, the study of religion, astrology, metaphysics, philosophy, the legal system. It's also dealing with foreign people, foreign places, foreign things, foreign languages. On the 18th of the month, we have a full moon at 27 degrees of Scorpio occurring in your house, Scorpio. First house, the house of you, the physical embodiment of who you are and how the world sees you. The Sabian symbol that reads, or that goes with 27 degrees of Scorpio from straightwoo.com reads, "A military band marches noisily on throughout the streets." And from here we can glean the aggressive glorification of cultural values. Full moon shining a light on you, Scorpio. Had a card just kind of slip out. of the deck. It's cue for me to cut the deck. After this full moon on the 22nd, we have the Sun and Mercury moving into Gemini, your 8th house. 8th house of major transformation, rebirth, life, death, and rebirth. The blood and guts of it all, taboo things, debts, money owed, money coming in. It's a house of transformation and very intimate, deep, taboo, hidden things. Things that nobody wants to talk about. I won't say hidden things. Things nobody really wants to talk about. So, let's talk about these cards. The card that fell out of the deck from the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle deck is Apache Tear Obsidian. Deals with grounding, protection, and emotional healing. It helps heal and amplify the vibrations of the root and heart chakra. Apache Tear Obsidian grounds, protects, and heals. It also cleanses your emotional wounds. You fold this card because you are grieving and you need support to release your emotions. Meditate with Apache Tear Obsidian to find new hope, embrace joy, and to release your pain into the infinite love of Source or creation. Second card that I pulled for you, Pyrite. Deals with abundance, self-worth, and reassurance. Can help heal and amplify the vibrations of the solar plexus and the crown chakra. Pyrite strengthens your soul and lifts your spirit while also attracting material abundance and boosting your confidence. You've pulled this card because you need to have faith in your own abilities and power. Meditate with Pyrite to tap into your potential, to stimulate your flow of ideas, and to be persistent in seeing your projects through to completion. I definitely need that. Now, from the magical messages from the Fairies Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, we got dietary change. Improve your diet and your life will also improve. Pretty strong for that full moon in Libra, or full moon in Scorpio, sorry. I got used to saying full moon in Libra with them 2 full moons at 0 degrees and then at 29 degrees. Dietary change. It's time for a change. Pay attention to what your body wants, what your body needs. Have you been taking vitamins, Scorpio? I have been. I've also started drinking a lot more apple juice, which is interesting. But I'm a Scorpio rising, and Uranus just moved into Taurus, and Taurus rules my 6th house of work and health. Let's move on, shall we? So there were a lot of cards, court cards, people coming forward in this reading. Interesting because a lot of focus in that 7th house of your relationships and collaboration. Probably going to be a busy month for you. The card that fell out of the deck while I was shuffling at the very beginning was the King of Cups. Scorpio, this could very much be speaking to you or about you, or the fact that this is a Scorpio reading. King of Cups is an influential authority figure who is of the water sign persuasion. That would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and emotionally balanced. Sensitive, intuitive, compassionate, but emotionally balanced. And when he's imbalanced, he tends to be escapist seeking. I say he because it's the king. Could be male or female. Now in the top 3 for clarity, the bottom card, which stands for the underlying theme or overarching energy of the spread, is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is an influential fire sign individual who is female, feminine, receptive. She is exuberant and vibrant. I also think of her as eager. Long ago, she was seen as a promiscuous queen, but I don't like to use that word. I think eager is more appropriate. She's eager to stand, eager to fight, eager to do whatever the F she wants to do. Fiery, emotional, emotionally reactive, but won't be as quick to jump as, say, the Page. She has experience on her side. Top 3 for clarity, we have the King of Pentacles. This is a influential authority figure who is of the earth sign persuasion. That could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And this King of Pentacles is a disciplined and controlling individual who is also probably very efficient and routine-oriented. This is someone who has money in the bank or could possibly be the banker, provider. Second card of the top 3 for clarity is the Justice card, number 11. In the Major Arcana, Justice. Justice card is speaking to the sign of Libra. And it also speaks to a reward for effort. I see this as, well, you've got the scales here showing off Libra's symbology. But much like the High Priestess, this individual has to hear the case, weigh the facts, and then deliberate on a decision. This individual, this person, this situation, this energy is more cerebral in the logical way of thinking, whereas the High Priestess is more of a feeling or an intuitive knowing. Justice. Hierophant. Third card in the top 3 for clarity is the Hierophant. So we have the Justice card, Libra, ruled by Venus, and we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus, ruled by Venus. The Hierophant is speaking to the energy of Taurus, or the time of Taurus. This speaks to authority figures. For a lot of people in this reading, a lot of bodies showing up. It could be that you're seeking justice from authority figures, or you're getting a reward for your effort from authority figures. It could be coming from 11th or 5th house endeavors, because those are the only numbers that are associated with any of the cards that have fallen. The 11 being justice and the 5 being the Hierophant. The 11 speaks to the 11th house on the astrological wheel. That's Aquarius. That's also social networking, online or face-to-face. And then we have the Hierophant. Speaks to Taurus, but also the 5th house. And that's the house of traditionally Leo. It's also like where you go to be a kid. It's where you go to blow off steam. It's your social life. It's the house of sparks. Some of you may be getting married or working towards getting married, because it's like the legal system and the church combined. And then we have, it's like the groom and the bride, witness, or the preacher. Something like that. It's like a council of the mind, if you will. So yeah, that's what I've got for you, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I thank you from the bottom of my very grateful heart. The burden's coming to an end. This card was kind of off to the side, like not stacked up with everything else, and I got the intuitive message to pick it up and look at it. The burden and responsibility is shifting. Maybe to you, maybe away from you. Maybe you're taking more responsibility for yourself. Anyways, lots of love. Please take care of yourself. Please be kind to yourself. Save some of that kindness for others, because we're all going through private battles in our world that some of us may never speak about to another living soul. We've got a lot of folks going on, coming through. Do you, baby. Do you. Pay attention to your lane. Stay in it. Don't let nobody get in your lane. That's the advice. I hope you're well. Sending you a lot of love. I will see you soon, Scorpio. Bye, y'all.